to this week's edition of INTV Weekly. I'm Jeffrey Jorgensen.
And I'm Nolan Weiss, and it is the second week of November 13th, 2014. Two more weeks until Thanksgiving, one of my favorite holidays.
It's a great holiday.
It is. I love turkey sandwiches after good old Thanksgiving.
On behalf of Inland Networks, we'd like to take this time to commemorate the loss of 3 UKC locals, Georgianne Orr, Kenny Rhodes, and Zachary Lamb, with a moment of silence.
Our hearts and prayers go out to the families that have lost these loved ones, and from INTV, we are truly sorry about your loss.
Moving right along, we hit the streets to ask our viewers some questions.
Yeah, a specific question, and here it is.
Question.
My favorite dessert, pumpkin pie.
Cookie's my favorite.
I'd honestly have to say black cherry ice cream. I'm a huge fan of it. Next to that, probably apple pie.
I'm not a big dessert fan, so I'd rather have french fries and cheeseburger than dessert.
Banana nut bread pudding with a banana Foster sauce made out of sweet Lucy rum.
Thank you to all of our awesome people that stood in front of the camera and let us know what your favorite dessert is and why. Mine, creme brulee.
Creme brulee.
Creme brulee.
Mine is sitting in this room right now.
That's your favorite dessert?
No, it is. My favorite dessert is sitting in this room right now. You're kind of looking at it. Let me go get it.
I thought you were talking about reading it. I was like, whoa, it just got awkward in here. Oh, this is Jeff's big dessert that he likes.
This is my popsicle dessert that I enjoy.
What do you do with that popsicle dessert, Jeff?
I leave it here in the studio and I munch on it from time to time.
It's a big, nice big dessert.
Yes, where did that come from? Why is that here?
That's from one of our good Inland Networks promotions. Promotions. Deal of the day.
Ooh, that looks tasty. That's a tasty deal.
That's a nice dessert right there.
That is.
And moving on, the Batmobile. It does exist. A guy in Australia made the Batmobile, but not just any regular Batmobile. This Batmobile you can actually drive on the streets. It is street legal. He drives around and actually brings joy to boys and girls that are less fortunate. He has kind of like a Make-Wish Foundation, goes around and helps, again, bring happiness and cheer to the little kids of Australia.
It's a pretty cool car, but I wonder how it goes in the snow.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a deal breaker. A deal breaker.
That's probably a deal breaker. Probably not an all-wheel drive car, but it is a sweet one.
Yes,
that
it is.
Batmobile logo on it, and whew, that's a cool car. I wonder how it has any of those gizmo or gadgets on there.
Probably. It's
Not.
probably got a nitrous boost.
It probably has any. Oh, it does have a nitrous. It does have nitrous.
Yep,
Yeah.
there you go. That's a gadget.
And it probably has an AM/FM radio.
Yep. Here's a crazy story.
It's a mind-boggling, worldly story, Jeff.
Yes, it is. It's probably one of the most insane stories I've heard.
It's actually kind of probably one of the
It's an uplifting story.
uplifting, very cool story of how life is, especially in the day that we live in.
Let's get to the story.
Let's get to, yeah. So there is a boy and a girl, about 25 and 20 years
It's not what you're thinking.
of age. No, you're not. And they were both left when they were babies. One was on a doorstep while the other was left in a garbage dumpster. 20 years later, they get on the same exact website when one lives in Wyoming, the other lives in California, and they get on this website, give some of their DNA, and they figure out that they both belong in the same household. Well, the same family, I guess, brother and sister, which is pretty amazing.
They were tracking their ancestry, so it could be like Ancestry.com, but it's like a DNA one, and I forgot what, there was one a customer was telling me about, but like all you do is they send you a little tablet, you lick it, and then you trace back your DNA.
And all they were doing is just trying to find some history on their family, and they actually find that they have a blood sibling. That is a pretty amazing story right there. We hear about all these crazy, horrible stories, but right here, this is a good, fascinating news story about how technology is helping bringing people that didn't know that they were supposed to be together back together.
I'm fulfilled now. I'm complete now. Yeah, I'm overwhelmed with joy.
It's still like unreal to me. I don't know the feelings I'm feeling. It just never thought this day would ever come.
Very cold forecast.
Ooh, man, that's freezing.
It's chilly.
I have been having a fire 24/7 for the last 4 days at my house, and it's still cold.
Yep.
Little Maverick is freezing his little toots off.
Yeah.
Toesies.
Maybe you should get like a second source of heat.
Yeah, we are. We're getting one.
Oh, are you?
We're getting a ductless heater, actually.
A ductless heater.
Yeah. Then thank you,
One of those
Dustin.
ones that you plug into the wall.
No, it actually goes onto the wall. It's pretty nice though. But yeah, weather is coming up. Very cold. That's what we're expecting. So please get the tape and get your sealed windows, because you know that's one big way that you're going to lose that heat is throughout those windows. So make sure you get those plasticed off. Get the tape, the plastic. Also, get your faucets wrapped outside. Get those prepared for winter, because you do not want any broken pipes. And also heat tape.
Absolutely.
Very important is heat tape.
It works to some aspects, but you know we have some pretty harsh winters.
If you're negative -0, -1, -2, that heat tape's not going to be doing much.
No, it's not.
But my fireplace will be.
Be sure to take your hoses off the hose bibs.
Oh yes.
And drain that water out too, because we had a broken hose today.
Broken hoses because somebody left it attached to the faucet, and you know what that means when it freezes. Stuff erupts, it bursts. So just like your pipes, make sure they're not frozen so you don't have burst pipes.
And if you've never ate an orange like this, you might try to take a
Like what, Jeff? Like this on Quick Tip?
Yep.
So in this week's Quick Tip, what's it about, Jeff?
It's about hollowing out an orange peel.
Or a grapefruit.
Or a grapefruit. And
Or even a watermelon. I think actually a watermelon would be pretty good too.
it would be diluted.
Why?
And whatever you put inside of it, because it's water and it's melon. I don't know. Like watermelon's like grapes. You like carve out a watermelon, you put fruit inside of it. This is kind of different. It's like a bowl.
Like a grape?
Yeah.
What?
Like you've never seen that? Like watermelons like hollowed out with like grapes and like.
Oh yeah, like a fruit basket.
Yeah, like a fruit basket. Yes.
So we're not talking about a fruit basket,
No,
Jeff.
but
We're
I don't
talking
think that
about
this would
Jello.
This would
in
work
your fruit.
in watermelon. Like a watermelon, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, we'll take it back to oranges or grapefruits.
Yep, that's what it's
So
about.
what do you do with your orange or grapefruit, Jeff?
You put Jello inside of it.
Well, you don't just put gelatin in. You put the
Gelatin?
ingredients of the Jello into it, and then refrigerate it so it gets the Jello mold, and then you have a perfect little Jello mold, and then you can make slices with that grapefruit. Then you have what it looks like is an orange, but it's actually, or a grapefruit, it's actually Jello.
What happened to bowls?
Those are so overrated. This is the hipster way of doing it, Jeff.
What happened to bowls, Regan?
All right, that concludes our quick tip.
With it being this cold out, you know what that means. Christmas
Grab a jacket.
is right around the corner.
Oh.
That too. Yeah, or a scarf.
I always think about dressing warm when it's cold outside.
Yeah.
Not about Christmas.
Yeah, I think Christmas.
You know Thanksgiving.
at
You know
heart.
Thanksgiving's coming up first, though.
Yeah, but that's not Christmas.
Well, you can still get gifts to celebrate Thanksgiving with all the cool decorations from this year's Christmas bazaar that happened.
Second one so far.
Second one. We did the Episcopal Church last week. This week was at the Swactanaway Grange, and here's some footage from that event. Thank you, Jude, for collecting that footage, and thank you, everybody, for putting on the Swactanaway Christmas Bazaar. I guess holiday bazaar because there's so many different items there.
What's gonna be the big gift that you get for Maverick this year?
For Maverick, it's going to be hugs and kisses all day long.
Nice.
Yeah. Actually, probably get him a cardboard box. He loves boxes right now.
Yeah.
And his feet. He loves feet.
You should get him like a PlayStation 4.
That's probably a good idea. PlayStation 4, probably a better gifts than his feet.
I think he would be very happy, and I mean, Andrea, I think would go for that. Be like, oh wow, you're really spoiling your kid.
If you have an extra PlayStation 4, let me know.
Since Christmas is right around the corner, this is the time of family, caring, and giving.
Very important.
Hope Source does their best in the Upper Kittitas County to give back to those in need.
And we're with Joanne Rushton, actually Jeff's cousin, to let us know more about the Hope Source food drive that's going on.
I'm Joanne Rushton. I am the office manager here at Hope Source, and I have been doing this for about 18 years. Hope Source is a community action council, and we do a number of programs to help with low-income households. We run a food bank right here in the office. We have our transportation department that has the shuttle bus and door-to-door service. We do energy assistance and Puget Sound energy assistance. The food bank tends to help a lot of people. And then probably our transportation does quite a bit too, because it gets people in, out, and around. One of the services that we're just going to start is the veteran services. We just got a large grant, and it covers about 3 counties. And it's geared to getting housing for veterans and their families and other services that help promote safe and housing. One is volunteer with the food bank. Other is donating food, and we also take some household supplies like toilet paper and paper towels, diapers. The other one, of course, is money. That always comes in handy. So, yeah, there's a number of ways. And we take produce. You know, if you have an apple tree in your yard, we'll take the apples.
Thank you, Joanne Rushton from the Hope Source. If you have any items to donate to the Cleveland Hope Source, please get down there and donate them. This is definitely the time of the season that people need help.
PSC is doing their best to shed a little light on Roslyn.
And how are they doing that, Jeff?
By lighting up the Coal Miners Memorial, Nolan.
Very beautiful right here. Let's check out some footage from the lights that they're trying to propose in downtown Roslyn.
My name is Steve. I'm with Puget Sound Energy, and what we're doing out here is we're going to set up some temporary lighting for this weekend's event. And these are fully self-contained street lights. They're actually real street lights. They're LED, 54-watt LEDs. They're going to run entirely on batteries. The batteries will last about 3 days. They're photo controlled, so they come on at night automatically, shut off in the morning, and it's going to light the wall, and it'll also light the street. So it should provide pretty good illumination for out here. Obviously, this time of year it gets dark pretty early, so this will make it nice for people to be able to still mill around, read the names, because you'll be able to read the names in here under this light. You can read a newspaper easily under this light.
Thank you to the Heritage Committee and to the PSC for putting up those lights, just demonstrating what it's going to look like if they were to put those lights up to light up that beautiful memorial that we have for our coal miner.
Very cool things.
It is. I don't think they look that bad too either. I was looking at them. If they could just maybe put them a little farther back and a little separated, I think those would look really nice though.
Yep.
Yeah, very nice part of Roslyn to definitely always shine some light on our history.
We caught up with the Cascade Prevention Coalition, and they were discussing marijuana awareness.
And here's an interview with Jessica Rowe and Emily from the CPC.
So I'm Jessica. I'm with the Cascade Prevention Coalition here in Cleveland, Roslyn, Ronald, and South Cleveland. And this is...
I'm Emily Nelson with ESD 105, and I am also a member of the coalition.
So we decided to have this event tonight because we had a focus group in the community. We started looking at education on marijuana and changes in marijuana. And the community members asked for some sort of information for parents on what marijuana looks like today and what edibles look like and what they should be looking for. And so we developed this, and we're working with the Sheriff's Department to bring this about and to do some community education, bring awareness. So we'll be having this presentation again actually in Ellensburg at Hal Holmes on the 13th at 6 o'clock. If you missed this event and you'd like to attend, you're welcome to attend that. We also have other resources available. We have brochures. You're welcome to join the coalition and get more information that way. You're welcome to stop by the CPC office. Do you have resources that you can share with people?
We always, through the Educational Service District, have resources. Coalitions in different areas are also helpful. As Jessica said, brochures, different meetings, different events going on.
Thank you, Emily and Jessica, letting us know and letting the citizens know the differences between baked marijuana goods and just baked goods. This is definitely something that our youngsters need to know about, and actually us as individuals need to know the differences and what to look for, because you never know what you're going to be eating, especially these days.
What do you know?
I don't know much, but I know that baked goods with marijuana look like baked goods without marijuana.
They look like baked goods.
They look like baked goods. And we have that full event on INTV at selected times, so please stay tuned and watch that and get informed about marijuana in the Upper Kittitas County.
Bad baked goods.
Bad baked goods.
They should get those Mr.
BBGs.
They should. It should be by law, anytime that you do have baked goods with marijuana in it and you wrap it in cellophane, you have to put a Mr. Yuck sticker on it.
Probably not a Mr. Yuck, but probably a bad baked goods.
Bad baked
goods.
I like the Mr. Yuck.
Well, that's poison control.
Yeah, but it's
I
yuck.
guess, Mr. Yuck.
Mr. Yuck. Yep,
Middle school held an assembly for Veterans Day. Jeff and I and the rest of NTV want to say thank you to the men and women of our armed services. And we were at the middle school to commemorate Veterans Day every single year with the middle school, high school, and elementary, and the awesome performances that they put on. And here's a quick video clip from that event.
Once again, thank you to all of the veterans who have served and are currently serving. You are truly my hero.
Amen. Cool people right there. Very brave. I was also watching this special last night about dogs helping veterans with postpartum depression. Very cool right there that they are finding alternative routes to helping our veterans without just giving them medication, but having a companion there to help out with the stress that they're going through. So very cool things that they're still helping our veterans in alternative ways with not just giving them pills. So
I'm friends with a few veterans. We got Heath Davis and
our own Jude from NTV. Her boyfriend Kendall he fought in the first Iraqi war.
And our
first deployment.
Former employee Peter O'Kane. And I have to say, like, when I look at their pictures of them, you know, overseas or, you know, doing their thing, that's like the only type of pictures I look at, and I try, like, it puts me in that moment. Like, I couldn't even imagine, like, something that they're going through, you know? Like, I never look at a picture and be like, man, that is crazy, just like the surroundings and stuff, and like being like, oh, well, like, I think about being there, but like, when it comes to like the veterans pictures, it's just insane, like
the situation that they're in.
Yeah, I mean, the feelings that they have to feel, and like
even looking at older history with World War II, Vietnam, that definitely they got a lot of photographs and video from that war. It's definitely,
and then back then with zero form of communication to be able to reach out to like family and friends, you know, like now it's like
they're using carrier pigeons back in the day.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And now they have GPS cell phones right on the. If they need something, it's right there. It's definitely amazing with technology, but amazing to all of our men and women in the armed services. Again, thank you for helping out and keeping us free.
Yep. If you feel like putting on your dancing shoes,
I do.
The 15th is the day to do it.
Woo-ha!
The barn dance at the SWAG Teanaway Grange is going to kick off at 6:30.
Going to be a great time, so get down to SWAG Teanaway Grange on November 15th, 6:30. Get your boots and that cowboy hat.
Yep.
Event correction, the poetry contest that we reported a couple weeks ago, that's going on at 4 p.m. It's not going on in the library in Cle Elum, but it's going on at the Carpenter Museum. Once again, it's not going on at the Carpenter Library, it's going on at the Carpenter Museum on 3rd Street in Cle Elum.
And to be honest with you, and I'm sure you will deny this, I actually informed the people correctly. I said the museum, but it was written down on the script as the library, so we had to correct it. So technically, originally, we didn't screw up.
Oh.
I saved us on that one.
Oh, we didn't screw up.
Yeah,
Good job, Jeff.
Yeah, I saved us.
Anyways, Jeff, let's go on to some
Civic news!
In Civic News, the Cle Elum City Council met. They were the only ones to meet this last week on a special day. That was Monday because Veterans Day was on a Tuesday. And they talked about the EpiPens and the cost of EpiPens. Let's check a video clip from that meeting and check out what this EpiPen is all about.
All Washington State EMS vehicles are required to carry EpiPens, epinephrine, in the event that somebody has an allergic reaction, anaphylactic shock. Cost to our department for those EpiPens means we have 3 licensed EMS vehicles is $1,800 a year. To my knowledge, in the 22 years I've been in the fire department, we've used those EpiPens twice off of our vehicle. Most people that have issues with that carry their own, and that's what we use when we're in the field. So we've been doing some complaining over the past couple of years. The state of Washington also allows us to use a regular shot process. Just you draw up the shot and inject it into somebody that's having an anaphylactic shock. We finally convinced Dr. Horsley, who is our MPD for Emergency Medical Services in Kittitas County, and he has allowed us to use that specific plan to a cost of $7.50 per injector. So we've decreased the cost of EpiPens from $1,800 to about $100 a year. So that's a great benefit to the fire department for that.
If you'd like to check out that meeting in its entirety, be sure to do so at the times below.
Very interesting meeting right there about EpiPens.
What happened to Roslyn?
There was no Roslyn City Council. We decided to take a break because it was Veterans Day.
Oh, smart.
Yep. Includes
Civic News.
And at this time, we just want to remind all of our Inland Networks customers, if you have not signed up for Lock and Save, if you are a DSL customer, please get down to the Inland Networks office and sign up. This is for a year commitment, and you save $9 on that DSL bill for the year. So please, $9 a month saving is pretty nice, and you're just signing up for a year. So get down to Inland Networks or give us a call, 649-2211, to lock in and save on DSL internet.
And there's no better gift to give a loved one than a safe home, and you can do so with Inland Networks. Be sure to give us a call, 649-2211, and we will give you a security quote.
Security, very nice. Video cameras, surveillance, very
door
cool.
locks, garage door openers that you can open from your cell phone. You got lights that you can turn on from your cell phone.
There's some really awesome things with Inland Security, so give Jeff a call, 649-2211 at Inland Networks.
And we'd like to shut down tonight's episode by wishing a few people happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And on the 13th, we have Rachel Cresto, Rochelle Gummerson, Hannah Tyler, Angie Cole, and Lynn Arguello.
On November 14th, we have Keenan Sparks and Dana Davis.
And on the 15th, we have Seth Maris, Craig Neville, and Amy Blum.
On November 16th, we have Anna Marie Hill, Rod Jovanovich, Carson Brisky, Nicole Hilliard, Annabelle Jacobs, and my aunt, Lisa Weiss.
And on the 17th, we have Jody Larson and Marissa Hill.
And on November 18th, we have Brian Browett.
And on the 20th, we have Brock Peterson and Jerry Porter.
And congratulations to Brock Peterson and his lovely wife. Got married this last week down in Virginia, so very cool right there. If we missed any of your birthdays or that special event, please give us a call, 649-3940, and we'd love to get that special event or your birthday on our news list so we can let everybody know all about it. I'm Nolan Weiss.
And I'm Jeffrey Jorgensen.
Couple local boys.
Shooting a local television show.
For you, November 13th, 2014. You guys have a great day, night, evening, whenever you see us.
Adios, muchachos.
And adios, amigos. So in this week's quick tip, what's it about, Jeff?
Yeah.
I know, every one of them's like, pay. And just baked goods that you would see. And there were some pretty eye-opening things. Yeah. shit around here.